What is going on? Welcome back. Um, Today's video, as you can see by the title, there's a couple things I want to go over. I was streaming through the Googles like I do every day, and I came across two articles that I wanted to share with everyone. If you've seen it, that's great. If not, it's news to me, so I figured I'd share it. So, not that one. That's the second one. But both articles. First one, Players Unknown Battleground game apologizes for offensive mask. Okay, that is very, very interesting. Second one, schools could learn from Fortnite. That caught my attention right away. So it's like, what in the hell could our kids actually learn from Fortnite in a classroom? But I'll bite. I'll bite. Let's see. Techniques borrowed from the video games such as Fortnite could transfer to the classrooms to make lessons more engaging, says educational expert. So what? Building forts and killing people is what's going to help our classroom? I don't necessarily agree, but we'll continue. Um, the survival and shooting game is proved hugely popular since it was launched in 2017, but some primary schools in Wales have contacted parents to draw attention to guidance about the 12 plus rated game. I mean, yeah, of course. One head teacher said some children play it late into the night, which is a huge impact on their learning. I mean, when else do you play Fortnite? So, the most popular version of the game is the free Fortnite Battle Royale, where 100 players can compete against each other, fighting an increasingly small area to be the last person standing. Okay, so I mean, are we trying to tell our kids it's a fight to the finish, and the last one standing gets an A? I mean, it seems more like the Hunger Games and proper educational system. Mm-hmm. Game's been a huge runaway hit. Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's see. Let's go down some more. And then you've got YouTubers, influencers, and Twitch streamers playing it all the time, sharing their experience with people across the world. I mean, yeah, rightfully so. I mean, these people enjoy the game. They're good at the game. They've perfected their craft. Then why not? I'm still trying to figure out what this stuff has to do with my kids in school. What do teachers say? Okay, okay. She looks pretty concerned, but she also looks like she plays Fortnite too. So she looks a little happy, but she's a little concerned. Um, she's one of several head teachers who have highlighted advice about the game in school newsletters or on Twitter feeds. Okay, so I mean, advocate for the game, which millions of people are. I would say it's massive at the moment, she said. I mean, it's a little bit more than massive, but okay. We're hearing lots and lots about it in school. It's definitely a craze that's sweeping through. I'd say key stage 2 through 7 plus. The device is age 12 plus, which is not primary age children. So because of that, we just put out notices to parents to advise them to ensure that they know what they're allowing their children to go on and play. Okay, so trying to tell parents what to do because kids are talking about it. I mean, I get it, but you open yourself up to that risk if you allow your children to have access to all of this and the internet and Xbox Live and PlayStation. It's free. You just download it for free. Don't need permission. Don't need anything. So, I mean, it's one of those don't tell people how to raise their kids, and on the second hand, parents should have more control over it. If their kids are playing Fortnite all hours of the night, I'm pretty sure the parents are made well aware of that. She added, if they're obsessed with it and that's all they talk about and think about, that can have an impact. So there are those sides of things that do filter into school and cause an effect. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, school is like, as a child growing up all the way until you graduate school is, I mean, it's a very social place where you network with other people and friends and everyone, and ideas get tossed around. I mean, I mean, naturally you can't expect anything different. Oh, there's a video. All right, let's check out the video. These 10-year-olds give their verdict on the game and the dances that have come from it. No, it says the dances have come from it, which I think, I don't think we all know that's a lie.
play quite often, and so does my brother.
So there's 5 million other
watch
people.
quite a lot of YouTubers that play it as well, and that's kind of what first of all got us into it. Getting better and better because they're adding new guns and new game modes and skins and everything. It's just like they change the sort of like theme sometimes, because this year it was like meteors and everything.
I can't even.
So next year there might be like pirates or Egyptians.
Hold up. Pirates and or Egyptians. That's forward thinking. I mean, give that man a seat at the table. I mean, he's got some great ideas.
Yeah, it's really fun after you get used to it.
And what's your favourite dance?
The win.
Alright, so I don't know what's worse is. I mean, I get it. I'm glad kids these days are open and they're not shy, because me growing up, I was an introvert. Still am, but very, very shy. Could not get me doing anything like that, but I'm glad they're expressing themselves. But I don't know what's worse is that this publication is giving rights to those dances and everything to Fortnite, when, I mean, there's kind of been a debate about that anyways, because a lot of those dances they come from other people. So if you're gonna, publish something, I mean, I would make sure you can cite and credit your sources. Let's see what else is going on in this article. You can have fun and play, and you can express yourself in a game. I think it's suitable. Maybe younger than 8 is not good, because there's a little bit of bad stuff in there. Otherwise, fun. What? Little bit more than a little bit of bad stuff. I mean, it's literally you're killing everyone in the last one left. Which I'm not complaining, but when you're talking about young kids playing, yeah, it's gonna have an effect on them. Connor says he's playing it almost every day. We learn about online safety, but you just play. People can't hear you. They don't know where you are. False. It's a whole nother video. Just by that statement, that Connor shouldn't be playing this game anymore. Alright, another video. This looks pretty interesting. The fact his receding hairline is balding. This is interesting.
When you invited me to Temple Run, I was expecting an easy jog, not sprinting from a demon monkey.
So far, I mean,
you know what is easy? Going to Geico.com to see how much you can save.
Gotten into anything. Hopefully this video is fun.
Video games is now part of that environment in which adolescents do develop their identity. So it's quite difficult to say to children, you can't play video games with your friends, because, Fortnite is a social experience. You play it with other people.
Very true.
And excessive use is not a good thing. Anything that disrupts your normal routine.
This is normal routine.
Your happiness.
This is what he doesn't understand.
That's not a good thing.
Digital
What
hygiene.
I'm talking about is digital hygiene. We all know about hygiene in terms of eating. We will wash our hands before a meal. We will wash up and clean the crockery and the cutlery afterwards. We know how to store food. We need digital hygiene as well. We need to know how to use technology, including video games like Fortnite, so that it benefits our psychosocial well-being and it doesn't put it at risk.
Okay, I get our psychosocial well-being. Like I get that, but it's like we're talking about school-age kids. Not any one of these testimonies or anything have been for someone over the age of 12. It's the oldest I've seen someone was 11. So I mean, I guess I don't know. Now to the main point of this article, I guess. How could gaming help in classroom? University teachers have been experimenting with some of those approaches in Year 8 classes in school in Wales. That has involved asking the children to answer questions, but instead of getting a point for a correct answer, a wheel of fortune, I thought it was Fortnite. I thought it would have been funny, whatever. spins and they either get 2 points or no points at all. They prefer that. They find that very engaging. It's very exciting to Professor Jones and basically turning something into more like a computer game where you've got all these rapid schedule of uncertain rewards. Public services are also lagging behind young people's use of technology. So I mean, I guess this gives like pros and cons to like Fortnite in school. I still don't necessarily see the argument of what they're trying to say. I think this article was more just clickbait in my opinion. But I guess if they're using images and dances and using the game in general as visual cues to spark the interest of children, then I suppose then that's not terrible because everyone learns differently, especially children. No one learns the same. So, I mean, big ups to them if they're trying to find a way to engage these children by talking about something or involving something that they're so actually interested in, relating that to an educational topic, which I guess that could make sense. But still, article was a little rough and purposeless. Let's see. This is the one I'm excited about. Players Unknown Battleground game apologizes for offensive mask. Alright, sparked my attention. The makers of the online deathmatch game Players Unknown Battlegrounds has apologized after the design of an in-game item that upset Korean fans. Geez, I mean, it's 2018, people. We gotta be on top of this, man. We gotta be more politically correct. I mean, everyone's thoughts and opinions matters. You can't publicly with a game like this go out and be racist or insensitive. So, sidebar, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the death of it. On Saturday, a pilot's mask, which appeared to feature a rising sun's design, was added to the game store. I don't mean to laugh, it's not funny. Many Korean and Chinese people find the symbol offensive because it was used by the Imperial Japanese military. The developers have removed the item and have refunded players who bought it. Okay? Obviously, the people who bought it wasn't too offended. They probably thought it was cool. And, I mean, hey, let's continue. Players Unknown Battleground is owned by Southern Korean video game publisher Bluehole. Okay. Like this makes my brain hurt. So Koreans are mad about something offensive that was made by a Korean company. Okay, so it's like, so obviously that just tells me that the people who made this mask and everything like that weren't doing it in that sense. They were trying to, I guess, visually create something aesthetically pleasing that they could make money off of, because in all these games, like Pubg and Fortnite, that's how they make their money on skins and masks and everything else. So I mean, I guess I see it. So if the company itself is it's South Korean, then I don't necessarily believe that it was done as like an insensitive race thing and more of a aesthetically pleasing thing that people would want to see. For the mask itself, I mean, one could argue, I mean, there's no argument. I mean, here you can clearly see the sun, the white or the eyes. I mean, aesthetically, like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's something that's going to set it apart that people are going to buy and want to use in-game. I mean, I can also see as well how it could be insensitive and people would feel some type of way about it. Let's just see. Many Koreans consider the rising sun flag a throwback to Japan's imperial system and militarism during the World War II expansion into Asia. Okay. On the same day, a player found that one of the game's artificial intelligence bot was named Unit 731 by developers. Let me stop for a second. That's very observant. Like that's very observant for someone to notice that. Unit 731 was a division of the Japanese army which deployed chemical weapons and conducted human experiments on Chinese, Korean, and Russian prisoners of war. 10,000 people died in its testing facilities. The company said that the AI bot's name would be removed from the game and the pilot's mask not supposed to be released to players. but it was released to players. So now this brings the attention. Was there someone involved in this who put that out there who, with malicious intent? Because I mean, the unit 731. That's you kind of cracking through the ice of inadvertent, but that seems a little more purposeful in my opinion. But I am opinionless. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Please don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button, and I will leave links in the description for my social media and my Twitch as well. I stream daily, full time, so please hop on over, jump in the stream, let's have some fun. And don't forget, everyone, I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you later.